we're just going to address the backstroke start, and I'm just going to point out some things that you can do with your athletes that might make them more comfortable, and I believe by them being more comfortable, they're going to have a better backstroke start. We have a flat pad in the pool right now, but normally most of your starts are going to be from the gutter, but the rule is that you can't curl your toes over the gutter, so your toes will have to be, they can come out of the water provided they're not curled over the gutter. Emily Silver is our subject for torture today, and and she's not really a backstroker per se. She made the Olympic team in freestyle, but we're just going to experiment here a little bit. And so the things that you're going to want to do, and we're going to talk about, the first thing is the back and how it is positioned, either perpendicular or it's pulled in, whether the butt's out, whether the butt's in, whether the back is back. So these are things that, by watching backstroke starts for a long time, some of the things that will help with the various ways we do this. I'll tell you what they might do to help your backstrokers not smack or not go too deep or just not get in the water very cleanly. So the first thing that's important is to get your athletes comfortable with their foot position on the pad, and then we'll start talking about the difference in whether you want your butt out, your butt in, your back perpendicular to the bottom of the pool or parallel to the side, and then we'll kind of go from there. So right now, what we're going to do is we're going to do a backstroke start, and Emily's going to do it sort of a conventional way. I'm just going to let her do whatever start she wants to do, backstroke, and we'll take a look at it. So you go ahead and do a backstroke start whenever you're ready. All right, so you can see that from what she did that time, being sort of bent over, hunched over toward the block, there was a little bit of drag in her hips. Now remember, she's not a backstroker, but she's a good athlete. A little bit of drag in her hips, and it took her a little bit longer time to get fully released because she was bent over. So this next time, I'm going to ask her to have her butt in a little closer, and her back perpendicular to the bottom of the pool. So Em, this time I want your butt in a little bit, and I want your back to be straight. Yeah, and even maybe a little bit more than that. There you go. So we're going to try backstroke start from here. Whenever you're ready, you go ahead. All right, she was able to get her upper body in a little bit cleaner because she didn't have to release from this position. She was able to release from this position. So the next time we do it, we're going to try it with her, this being at 12 o'clock, this being 1 o'clock, this being 11 o'clock. So we're going to have her go to the 11 o'clock position, which is actually having a slight slope back toward the other end of the pool. So this time, instead of being straight up, we're going to actually be this way a little bit. And I'm going to let your head, you're going to look up sort of behind you just a little bit and see what that feels like. So yeah, actually look back a little bit more. There you go. Whenever you're ready, you fire it off. Not a lot of spring in that step, but you can see that by changing the back position and changing the head position, you get a little bit quicker release with the upper body, which will sometimes get the upper body into the water cleaner and get it there quicker before she collapses with her push-off, if that makes sense. So, Em, of those three positions, which one did you feel like you got in the water cleanest with?
The second one.
The second one when your back was straight up?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do one more just like that. See if you can get in the water real clean. Maybe put your feet position a little bit higher and see if that helps too. So we're going to have a straight back, your feet are higher, and you're going to go from there. Okay, she's still dragging her hips a little bit, but usually by putting your feet a little bit higher, if it's a flat wall, you can get a little bit more direct push off. So you don't have the high arc. You don't need the high arc. But again, this is someone that's really not a backstroker, doesn't practice starts very often. But you can see the three different positions that we did.